Namaskar and welcome to Dr. AiBee's. I'm Dr. AiBee and I make videos for women just like me, women in their late 40s, early 50s, on issues pertaining to women's well-being and good health. So if you've come here for the first time, a very warm welcome to you. And if you've been here before, welcome back. It's so nice to have all of you here again, meeting you on this channel. Okay, so today's video is going to be about sunscreens. Yes, again, it is actually a follow-up of my previous video where I discuss how one should go about choosing sunscreens. So today, because I received a lot of queries where ladies and even gentlemen were asking me, Dr. Ivy, tell us whether this sunscreen is good. Should I use this type? Tell me a sunscreen which is also a moisturizer and, things like that. So I thought, let me do a review kind of a video, though actually I am really not a review. I'm not a good reviewer, but I thought, let me tell you what in my opinion, is perhaps the best sunscreen available in the Indian market and which is pocket friendly. So I have homed in on this brand called reequil. Now, I really don't know how to pronounce it, the name of the brand, so we'll stick to reequil. And reequil, please pardon me if I am pronouncing your brand incorrectly. It is a relatively new brand in the Indian market, and please, I am not sponsored by any brand, and I am not going down that road. So this brand is called Reequil, and they have two products, two very good sunscreens. I will discuss both, and I will leave it to you to take an informed decision as to which sunscreen would be best for you. So we will start with their first one. This is the blue one. I call it the blue sunscreen. Reequil Dry Touch Ultra Matte Sunscreen Gel, SPF 50 PA++++. That's four pluses, and it also says UVA. Now a little bit about the brand, about this, the blue one, and it looks like this. Tube is 50 grams, retails for 695 bucks. Expensive, but it's okay. We have a lot of money to spend, especially in these COVID times. Now, what are the pros of this sunscreen? First of all, it is broad spectrum. If you've seen my video on sunscreens, you would know why I'm looking for broad spectrum, and it quantifies its UVA protection through that PA classification. So there are four pluses, so which is like extremely good. So it protects you against UVA, and it also protects you against UVB. Now let's talk in terms of what is good from the aesthetic or from the cosmetic point of view. Now I have used it, and it is very smooth, it is light, it's rather fluffy, airy kind of a feel. It is not tacky at all. There is no chip chipapan in it at all. And in fact, if you moisturize your skin well, you can very well use it like a primer. It's that good. A lot of silicones, so it's absolutely dry touch, matte feel, gel-like formula, excellent in that respect. It does not leave a white cast. It absolutely does not leave a white cast. And why I'm saying this with so much of authority is because, my husband, he's on the darker side, and he's used this, and, he's absolutely happy with it, and he doesn't mind using it. The kind of guy who never uses anything on his face, After seeing my sunscreen video, he's been using sunscreen, and he has homed in on this blue Reequil product. So it does not leave a white cast, so that's good. Now, what are the other pros? It contains, okay. Now this is not a it's not a completely physical sunscreen. It is a chemical sunscreen, and there are certain products, certain chemicals in it which are good. So we'll go talk about those. First is this thing called diethyl hexyl butamidotriazone, Or if you've seen my video on sunscreen, this is a UV Null T150. Of course, this gives only UVB protection, but it is the best in the market in that for UVB, and very little amounts are needed. It and it's fragrance free, so it's a good sunscreen, chemical sunscreen for UVB protection, one of the best. Next, it has something called Tinosorb S. I'm not going to the chemical name, that's really large. So this Tinosorb S is very good. It gives UVB and UVA protection. That is, it is broad spectrum, something that we want. It is very, very stable under the sun, and it has no estrogenic effect. That means it does not, interrupt, it does not disrupt your hormones, and it has got no environmental impact, and therefore that's a very good sunscreen, chemical sunscreen to have in your product. um, so these are the two good things. It also has zinc, though that's rather low on the list. It has zinc oxide, again one of the best sunscreens, best sunscreens in my opinion is zinc oxide, but it is a little low on the list of ingredients. But definitely it has zinc oxide, and so those are the pros of using this blue product. Now we go to the reason why I would not use it. So first of all, it is a chemical sunscreen. I am not too keen on chemical sunscreens because physical sunscreens are the ones that are best as of now in the market for giving you broad spectrum UVA specific protection. So what is not good in this is that it is not 100% mineral sunscreen. Second is, it contains, you remember, if you've seen my video, you'd know there's something called octinoxate or OMC, octyl methoxy cinnamate. Now this is this is only UVB protection, but more than that, it has got major environmental impact. It has been banned because it has a very bad effect on the corals, and therefore I'm not going to use it. Secondly, it gives only UVB protection. It does not give UVA protection. It is not very photostable, and maybe, there is some genotoxic effect. That means it may damage your DNA. So it's something I really, really would not want in my sunscreen. I have a small, request for reequil is that you've made such a nice product. Why have octinoxate in it? Remove it. Other chemicals will give you the UVB protection. You don't need octinoxate. Get rid of it. And there is another chemical which is called the Uvinol Plus, Uvinol A Plus, or diethyl amino hydroxybenzoyl hexyl benzoate. Again, it is it's a good it's good for humans because it's broad spectrum, great UVA protection, but it has got long-term effects on aquatic life, and therefore, no. So on the whole, if you are not too worried about the environmental impact of your sunscreen, and not too worried about octinoxate, and if you believe that if the country's FDA, our FDA has allowed it, then there must not be something wrong with it. Go for the blue one. It's a good sunscreen. Now we come to the second one. Again, as I said before, it is of reequil, and this is called the sheer zinc tinted sunscreen, non-comedogenic, SPF 50 PA+++. It gives you 100% mineral sunscreen, UVA, UVB, and IR protection. So then let me show you what it looks like. So this I call the brown one. Is it focusing? Please focus. Yeah, I'm really bad at this focusing thing. Okay, so that didn't go off too well. So this is the brown one, and this also is of a 50 gram tube. It retails for $7.95, so that's around $800 for 50 grams. It is a tad bit more expensive than the blue one. for the same amount of product. Now, personally, I would use it. In fact, I have bought it because I'm going to use it. Now, why do I recommend this? First of all, it is 100% mineral sunscreen, the best and the safest sunscreen in the market as of now. It contains only zinc, and it contains 25% zinc, that is the maximum allowed. So it gives you excellent protection, the entire spectrum of UVA plus UVB. Now, the other thing which I like about it is that it has that dry touch feel. If you talk about from the cosmetic or the aesthetic point of view, it has got that dry touch feel. You moisturize your face and then you use this over it. It, of course, they claim that it is not a, they are categorical. The brands say that it is not a BB cream, but it is as good as a BB cream or a primer. So you can use it, and the color is, it's tinted, and it matches my complexion very well. So it's, you know, it can actually cover up a little bit of your spots, and because it's that primer effect with a lot of silicones, it covers your, you know, it fills up your pores. So you can very nicely use it, over your moisturizer as a primer. So that's very good. It has that dry feel. It is absolutely not chip chipper. The thing which I don't like about this is the fact that not everybody would be able to use it. Case in point, my husband, he's, again, as I said before, he's on the darker side, and I told him, I've got this holy grail product, you must use it, 100% mineral sunscreen, 25% zinc, this, that, and all. The poor fellow, I gave it to him, and then he came back from golf and he's saying, "You're making me look like a zombie." Yes, because it does not, the color is much lighter than his skin color. So I think the zinc oxide, the white cast that it leaves, the company has decided that if they tint it, then it will take care of the cast, and it does. But then only for skin colors like mine, which is wheatish, the typical NC41 Indian MAC. Indian skin tone. So if you are darker than this, then perhaps it would not suit you. And if you are lighter than me, again, I am not too sure whether it will appear, give you that cast kind of a finish. So if you are exactly my complexion, then you must go for it. It is an excellent product, the best sunscreen in, I feel, in the market, and it is worth every penny. And I would congratulate Reequil for bringing this out. They've put a lot of thought into it, and what I like is that they have given the due to the consumer. They have given the due that the consumer is not a fool, and they know what they are looking for and what they should use. So in that sense, I think Recul has done a very good job. But only thing I would advise, they could take it out in different shades for different Indian complexions, darker ones, lighter ones, so that all of us can be use it and you know get the advantages of this 100% mineral sunscreen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've gained something from my video today. So, till my next one, keep watching, keep sharing my videos. Do leave a few comments here and there. And till the next time, namaskar.